ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
Starter on the football field at MetLife Stadium, where the Giants opened up their regular season schedule exactly the way most people expected them to, losing convincingly 28-6 to the visiting Minnesota Vikings and former New York Jets quarterback Sam Darnold. Darnold threw 2 touchdown passes in a highly efficient performance, and Andrew Van Ginkel registered a one-handed pick six to lead the Vikings to the easy victory. Darnold, who played in San Francisco last season, was signed as a veteran presence for first-round draft pick J.J. McCarthy. The Michigan product injured a knee in training camp and won't play this season, so this team is Darnold's. Graham Gano was responsible for all the Giants' scoring, kicking field goals of 23 and 50 yards. Quarterback Daniel Jones did not play well and got little help from either his new revamped offensive line or his receivers. First-round draft pick Malik Neighbors had 5 receptions for 66 yards, including 2 for 25 yards. Jones finished 22 of 42 for 186 yards and 2 interceptions. Giants co-owner and chief executive John Mara said after last season he wanted to see significant progress this year, and that was certainly not the case for the G-men in Week 1. They'll try and clean it up a bit at Washington next Sunday. As for the Jets, the highly anticipated return of quarterback Aaron Rodgers under center will take place tonight in San Francisco on Monday Night Football, with Rodgers and Gang Green getting ready to kick things off at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time against Brock Purdy and the 49ers. New York heads into the season opener as 3.5-point road underdogs. And an interesting story coming out of the Miami Dolphins camp here at Nome Lake, and I'm sure you heard about this. Multiple Dolphins players were detained by Miami-Dade Police Department officers before Sunday's game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, including all-pro wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Hill said he was pulled over for allegedly speeding while driving to Hard Rock Stadium roughly 3 hours before the game kicked off. He was ultimately placed in handcuffs after a, quote, verbal altercation occurred.
Did you see the video of him? He's lying on the ground on the side of the highway.
Yeah, it didn't look great in terms of, the Miami-Dade police officers, I will say. Especially because the game's in Miami. You know who he is just by looking at him. So it's Tyreek Hill trying to get to the game here. You might as well just let him into the stadium and,
What was the deal? Did they let him go?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he played in the game. Scored a touchdown, and then he did a celebration where he put his hands behind his back and act like he was getting walked away.
I didn't see that. That's hysterical.
Yeah, in handcuffs. He did the handcuff celebration. Put his hands behind his back.
So what was he charged with? Was he charged with anything?
No, I don't. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, how it unfolds here in the days to come. But no, I would imagine that they would probably drop everything. I would think. Why would you want more drama surrounding the situation? You already have a good amount of it. And, the highlight should be on the football team, not on what happened 3 hours beforehand.
Yeah. No more just doing whatever you want.
Exactly.
That's right.
And you can't just do whatever you want. I mean, didn't we see what's happened to Scotty Scheffler out there? Yeah.
That's true. And he really hadn't done a whole lot wrong. So.
Yeah, but Tyreek Hill did say, I want to use the platform. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? What if, I was just a normal, everyday, regular black man. And so he used the platform to make that point. On the baseball diamond in Queens, Nome, the Mets, unable to complete the series sweep, dropped their finale against the Cincinnati Reds. Final score there, 3-1. Up next for the Mets, they'll hit the road for a 6-game road trip starting tonight when Paul Blackburn is expected to come off of the injured list, open a 3-game series against the Blue Jays in Toronto. First pitch is scheduled for 7:07 p.m. As for the Yankees, they fell short of a weekend series sweep as well, falling 2-1 to the Cubs in their finale out in Chicago. Up next for the Yanks, Carlos Rodon is scheduled to open up at home tonight against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch for the opener there of a 3-game set in the Bronx is set for 7:05 p.m. And finally to Flushing Meadows in the U.S. Open, where world number 1 Jannik Sinner tops the American Taylor Fritz to win the U.S. Open, his second career major. That is your Sports Nome. I'm Justin Alec on 77 WABC.